Some hikes are a warm-up, some are a challenge, and some are the High Sierra Trail. 6 days of high-elevation punishment that starts in a forest of ancient giants and spits you out on top of the world. The real question is, were we even ready? Well, there's only one way to find out. Welcome to Day 1.
What a day. Starting at Crescent Meadow, we made our way to Bear Paw, 11.5 miles and 2,500 feet of up. After around 6 months of planning, it was finally go time. I had that mix of excitement and nervous, what did I get myself into? Now Todd's backpack could kill a small child, but it was my legs that were filing complaints throughout the day. Big trees, bigger mountains, and a solid trail with perfect weather. By the time we hit Bear Paw, I was happily exhausted. Being nearly first to camp, we had our pick of sights. As for me, just hoping my legs recover. Tomorrow's got 2 legendary lakes on the menu, and I'd hate to admire them from the fetal position. Day 2 is in the books. Starting at Bear Paw, we made our way over the pass down to Big Arroyo, around 12 miles and 4,000 feet of total elevation gain. This day had it all. Waterfalls with canyon views, Hamilton Lake with the freezing swim, Precipice Lake, the site of Ansel Adams' famous photo, and finally, a climb over Kaweah Gap. Unreal. The descent into Big Arroyo was gorgeous. Well, right up until the mosquitoes clocked in. The camp itself had a damp and chilly 35 degrees at night, but still awesome in its own right. Lesson for the day: the highs are unreal, the lows humbling, both worth it. Day 3. Starting at Big Arroyo, we made our way down to Kern Hot Springs. That's a total of 14 miles with about 1,400 feet of climbing. The morning started with the climb out of Big Arroyo. We had canyon views, beautiful meadows. It was the whole package. Now, the midsection of the trail dragged a little bit, but it was still good, just not eye-dropping like the rest. Then the finish, absolute perfection. The Kern Valley opened up and camp came into view. What a camp it was. The hot springs carved into a stone and only a handful of people around. A pit toilet with the best views of my life. Honestly, one of the best camps I've ever had. Backpacking is half suffering and half reward, and this day 3 nailed both. Tomorrow, the grind starts all over again, so I better get some rest. Day 4. Starting at Kern Hot Springs, we made our way to Wallace Creek. That's a total of 12 miles and around 3,600 feet of elevation gain. This one hurt. The first stretch followed the Kern River through a burn zone with blackened trees, but there was new life everywhere. After that stretch, the real work started. 8 miles of uphill that just kept getting steeper as we went. By the time we crawled into camp, my body was wrecked. It took an hour just to stop feeling like a broken pack mule. But by evening, the camp was lively, as it was part of the JMT, so people just kept rolling through. Met some cool folks, and I saw a coyote, which I briefly thought was a wolf. So the lesson for the day? Pain is temporary, but perspective lasts. The trail punishes you, but it also reminds you why you're out here. The views, the people, and of course those wolf stories you'll share later. And that's a wrap for day 5. Starting at Wallace Creek, we made our way to just above Guitar Lake. In total, that was 8 miles with just over 2,000 feet of elevation gain. The trail had variety, and for the first time, Mount Whitney showed itself. Huge, intimidating, like the final boss of the trail. We rolled into Guitar Lake early, plenty of great sites available, but we decided to push a little bit further. Camp was higher, a little colder, and a little windier, but the views of Mount Whitney with Guitar Lake below and Mount Hitchcock were all worth it. Honestly, it felt like we were camping on the edge of the world. While it was a short day, there was a big payoff. It was the calm before the storm. Hey, we made it. All right. And that's a wrap. Starting above Guitar Lake, summiting Mount Whitney, and then heading out to Whitney Portal. In total, we had around 14 and a half miles, nearly 3,000 feet of up, and over 6,000 feet of down. So there you have it. 6 days. Brutal, beautiful, humbling, and unforgettable. Some trails will test you. This one made us earn every step, and I'm glad I did it. It was incredible. Once again, thanks for watching, and as always, happy hiking, everyone.